Everybody says, um, look and see what their verdicts are, look and see how long they've been practicing, and I think those things are important. I think that just to hire somebody that just started doing this work, they're not going to understand the little details and the little nicks that you need to know about and the tricks and the trade and stuff like that. But I think the very most important thing is, do you get along with your attorney? Do you feel like your attorney is going to keep you abreast and apprised of what is going on with your case? I think that is the most important, because if you don't trust the person you're working with or you hire, you're always going to be second guessing them. So I think that that is very, very important. But I also think what's important is to make sure that that attorney has an experience in what they're doing, meaning that they've been doing it a long time. Some people suggest board certified. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to work your case themselves or that they're going to spend the time that's necessary in your case. A board certified attorney might feel that they're above certain cases, or they might delegate it to someone below. You need to make sure that the attorney you're working for is trustworthy. You get along with that attorney, and more importantly, that you feel that that attorney is going to be doing the work for you. There are a lot of firms out there, and I'm not going to name names, but there are a lot of firms out there that you hire an attorney, but you see that person once. And after you meet that person the first time, that person never touches your case again. There are case managers handling your case. There's paralegals handling your case. Sometimes there's even paralegals negotiating your case. That's not the case with me. I take your case. When you have a question, you talk to me. I'm the one that works your case. I physically write the demand letter myself. I don't hand that off to anybody, and I handle the negotiations. So I think you need to make sure, again, trust, and number two is the attorney you're working for that you have trust in and you feel is a good person and you feel that they're going to do the best for you, are they the ones working your case? Because the other stuff doesn't matter. If that attorney's not really working the case, if he's handing it off to somebody else, what does it matter that that attorney's board certified, or that attorney has a $20 million verdict, or that attorney is famous because he's on TV all the time? No, as long as your attorney is the one working your case, and that's I think the second thing that's the most important. And then the last one is, do they have experience at all? You don't want to just hire someone off the streets. You don't want to hire someone that's not recommended or something like that, because you need to have experience. If you have experience in this field, you'll know how to work a case appropriately.
Great. What are some, you kind of mentioned a few, but what are some notable cases that you've handled, and what were your results?
Sure. The biggest case, I would honestly say probably the case of my career I'm currently handling. It involves the movie theater shooting that was in Wesley Chapel almost 2 years ago in January. And that's where Curtis Reeves went into a movie theater and shot and killed Chad Olson as a result of an argument over a cell phone. And Mr. Olson was killed, but his wife, Mrs. Olson, who was standing up to intervene at the time, was shot in the hand. That case is currently set in criminal case and still going on. In fact, there's no trial set as of right now on the criminal side. But I also represent her on the civil side, and the civil side is going to be against the movie theater that they were in and anyone else involved in the incident at the time. I would say that is by far my largest case. It has gotten me, it's a tragic situation, but it has gotten me some great notoriety in the sense that we've been interviewed by you name it. And so it's been an interesting ride. I wish that I would have met this family under different circumstances, but it's been really great and an honor to work on their case. I was involved in the big smoke and fog accident in 2008. There was a huge I-4 accident. There was a controlled burn that got out of control off of I-4. Some of the flames jumped the barrier, and as a result it created all this smoke from excess fire. Fog happened to roll in that time around the same time. Fog doesn't allow smoke to leave, so it created a dense wall of what they termed super fog at the time. And as a result, I think there was a 54-car collision, if I remember correctly. There was 5 deaths. I actually, at my old firm, I helped represent one of the people that was killed as a result of the tragic accident. And unfortunately, we also represented his son, who was in a tractor trailer a couple lengths behind, and literally heard his father burning and screaming. I mean, it was a terrible, terrible situation. But we got some very good results for the family, and we're very happy. Other than that, those two are my largest ones, but the way I look at it is all cases are big and important to me. It doesn't matter if it's $200 worth of damage to your car or you sprained your ankle. In my opinion, if you got hurt as a result of someone else's negligence, that case is just as important as any case that makes TV or anything like that.